Finally, after a very, okay, you get it. It was a long time. A very, very long time. My game Tapper Simulator has a release date, and I'm going to tell you it right in this video. And I'm going to show you guys an insane exclusive sneak peek. But before we do that, make sure, oh God, I spoiled it. I didn't mean to do that. Make sure you go to the main game. It's going to be the first link in the description. Tapper Simulator by Games But Blue. It already has 23,000 favorites. What I want you to do is go there and favorite it right now if you haven't already. Also follow the game. If you hit favorite and follow, you'll be notified whenever the game's published, and you'll be able to be one of the first to play it. You're going to want to grind those leaderboards. Of course, join the Games But Blue group. It's public, so you can all join it. You can't play the game just yet, but I'm telling you the release date pretty soon. So stay with me, stay tuned. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. And seriously, the biggest thing is, let's get these favorites up. If we get this to like 30 or 40,000 before release, I think we're going to have a huge successful game, and I'm very excited for it. I know it's been a long wait, and I know you guys are, oh, look, we got a hi YouTube from the devs on version 0.6. So here's the deal. All right. We got a not final testing logo on the top, and that's because we're still testing things, but the game is release ready. We have all the pets, all the assets, all the islands, all the functions, and I'm going to show you guys all those today. You might be thinking, isn't this just a tapping game? Well, yes, but it has some more characteristics to that, including like just probably the best looking eggs and areas and like emitters and effects, and like look at all this. It just looks so freaking good and premium, and that's what I try to go for with my games. I like to make simulators because that's what I play on my channel, but I want to make them as premium as possible. So it takes a lot of extra steps, extra money, but we're doing it for the betterment of the content, if you will. So I have a few people in here. I have a regular tester, and I also have one of the devs in here with me. They're going to be walking around with some cool pets, showing you guys stuff, but let's start by just the basis of the game, which is tapping. Now, while I'm tapping up, you guys can see the cool effects out of the cursor. Look at that, the little critical clicks, and there's some nice sounds to them. I'm actually going to turn off the music. As you guys can see, all the settings here, pretty clean little menu. Look at that. But I'm going to start clicking, and I'm going to tell you guys why this took a while. So a lot of people know about this game. I've been talking about this game probably since last December. I know that sounds like an insanely long time. It's been almost 10 months, but here's how games work, okay? There's a lot of different points of the game development. There's like the beginning stages when you're starting out a game and you're coming up with the idea of what you want to do. And then there's like the part where you're needing a lot of assets. You're waiting for a lot of assets. So you're just kind of waiting around for a while. And then there's the part where you change the entire game because the trends and dynamic of Roblox games changes over time. So basically we were basing this game off of Clicker Simulator. And I mean, I already have a clicking game before that, so we didn't like copy Clicker Simulator, obviously, but we wanted to make it as close to Clicker Simulator's formula as possible because it was proven to work, but expand upon it. There was a lot of things I thought Clicker Sim missed, some things, not to diss them, I thought they didn't do as well as they could have. So I wanted to come in and make a premium version, my own version that we can play together, and it can be our game, and anybody can join in, not just Blue Crew members or people that watch me. Anybody will like this game. So it's first got a really satisfying click. It's got nice sounds. It's got nice effects. And you see your clicks go up. We got a little movement on the actual UI, which is cool. And it really signifies getting more taps, which is the currency in this game. So you tap to get currency. You can tap the button, or you can tap here anywhere on the screen. Same with mobile. You can also use these auto tappers, but we won't get into those just yet because one of them's for Robux. One of them is for a upgrade purchase that I'll show you in a sec. So you go over here and look at these eggs. I mean, geez, these are clean. We got a clean looking egg. We had a lot of issues with tapping gods where the egg UI was kind of messed up and stuff. All of that is just really functional in this game. You can just click right on the pet to auto delete. It's super fast and just fluid, and the game is turning out really, really good. So hats off to the devs. I want to also mention, while I'm about to open this egg, I know I have a lot of games in the past and everyone's like, oh, he's going to abandon this right away, or he's not going to update it, or he's going to update it for a month. Here's the way games work, okay? I work with devs. I'm not making the actual game, and I either pay them to make the game or they take a percentage of the game. And however we do it, it's really up to them if we keep updating the game. My previous games, basically the devs were really busy. They didn't really want to work on the game and continue it. And it got to the point where we couldn't update fast enough, so the game would die. And then we would all determine that it wasn't really worth updating, and it would be best if we focus on a new game. Sometimes that happens with games, like the framework isn't that good. It's all boring stuff in the code lingo. But basically, that kind of happened with Tapping Gods, and it kind of happened with Pet Fighters. I was pretty sad about that because I love Pet Fighters. But the good news is, we repurposed a lot of Pet Fighters pets into this game. So I'm going to go ahead and open this egg right here. We got ourselves a cool, clean animation. And of course, the first pet I show doesn't show up. I don't know why that happened. All the pets show up when you open, but they're not right now. Why? Technical difficulties. That's why I have a dev in the game. And this is what happens when, you know, you make games, okay? Things happen, and that's why the game is not out yet. But it's basically done. It does show up. I don't know why. Of course, it's just doing it right now when I'm deciding to record. But the egg hatching and pet animation is super, super clean and nice. And you can get yourself some pets out of these 3 starter eggs: the forest, electric, and icy. We tried to make it nice little themes, even though they're just in the base area. And over here, this takes you to the crafting lab. These are the crafting stations. We got Shiny Machine, Rainbow Machine, and Evolution. We wanted to take a page from Clicker Sim and other games that do crafting. Basically, you get legendary pets or mythical pets or whatever, and you can evolve those. So we took it to Evolution. We tried to make it more like Pokemon, and you capture normal, shiny, or rainbows, and you can evolve them. What's really cool is they start as a base pet, and the evolution actually looks really different, whereas I know a lot of games just barely change the pet. And in our game, I actually took the Pet Fighters pets and we made them into boxy versions. I don't know if you guys remember, but this was a pet in Pet Fighters, the Mohawk Gecko. That was a pet that actually has like a 3D model and animations and stuff. And we took it and we made it into a box version. And then the legendary version of that turns into an evolution, which is the new 3D model version. You'll see what I mean in a bit, but it's really, really cool. So you can keep tapping away, and we look over here. Here is our shiny machine. We can take our pet and try to make it into a shiny, give it a little chance here. It goes on the little, yeah, we failed. That's kind of awkward. I don't want to offer up my last pet because we only have one left, but here's the rainbow machine. If I had any shinies, they would appear here, and it works the same, but all of it is super, super clean. It's got nice little effects coming out, and I love the way that works. And those are on every island too. We try to keep it consistent because I know games like Tapping Simulator kind of don't really make sense. You go to some islands and some of these machines are there, some of them are not, and it kind of is confusing, honestly. So before we go to the Rebirth Shop, let's take a look at this floating one right here, this bouncy one. Clearly there's something notifying me, and it's the spin wheel. We got a spin wheel. It's super sleek and clean, and you can even get some exclusive pets from it. I'm gonna claim this one and see if I can get myself a really rare pet, the 1%. Nope, but I got 500 diamonds, so I will take that. And you get a lot of free spins. You can also purchase a free spin or purchase a spin, but for Robux, but you can't do it in this version because this is the testing version. While we're in the spin to win, we might as well take a look at the shop. So over here, we got all our game passes, and you guys already know, obviously, you don't need game passes to win games. They do help you progress a little bit faster, but all I can say is this is the best way if you want to support the game. It's always up to you guys. You do not have to buy anything in this game, but obviously it supports me and the dev team because it does take a lot of money and time to make these games. But we got some insane, cool game passes, and we repurposed a lot of the Pet Fighters art. And I actually made some of these, no big deal. The ones that look bad, I made those. Yeah. But we got all these different game passes, tons of different options, and we tried to keep them at a reasonable price. We, no offense to the other clicker games, but we kind of took their prices and lowered it a bit. So tried to make it as like reasonable as possible. Over here, we have the potions. Now there's shiny and rainbow to start, and it's going to work just like Clicker Sim where you buy it and you can actually hatch rainbows every single pet. Same with shinies. So it's going to be really, really OP to use this rainbow one. And here are the exclusives for this week. So this is going to update weekly. And what we're going to do is the plan for this game is to update every single week, probably on Fridays or Saturday, and then a second time every week to do an event egg for the visits. So just like I did with Tapping Gods and other clicker games and games have done, like we're going to do like 1 million visits egg, 2 million visits egg, and so on as fast as we hit them. And that'll be like the midweek updates. So you'll always be getting new content every 3 to 4 days, which is going to be sick. And we have updates already stocked. Like we already have World 2 made. This is World 1. We already have World 2 made and ready to go. So like, we're ready for these updates, guys, and I'm pretty excited. You got that rocket ship that's going to be taking you somewhere. As you look up, you can see that there is obviously jumping. There are islands here. And while I'm not a huge fan of the double jump feature, I think it's necessary in games like these to have the unlock for the portals and the jumping feature if you want to do the jumps. But in my game, I was like, let's make it unique. Let's add wings. And that's what we did. We had unique wing models made and a unique animation to flap instead of double jump. So it works kind of the same way. You do the parkour and you can basically go all the way up, and you go here to the wing shop to upgrade. So we have tons of different cool eggs for every single zone, which is pretty sick. You can buy them for taps, or you can buy the zone for taps. So that's kind of how it works. You can either do the double jumps or you can do that. And I have a new spin wheel. We might as well claim that. And we got ourselves gems. Nice. While I'm here, I also didn't show that there are boosts. So while there's a shiny potion, there are also boosts, which are kind of similar to potions. They're timed boosts, and you can buy them for different increments, and they'll give you a lot of perks. So if you get all the boosts and all the game passes, you're going to be OP. Even if you don't get them, you can still become OP. So take a look at these. I wanted to show this off. That's the normal pet, right? The normal Spike. And this is the shiny. Look how cool our shinies look. Instead of taking a different approach where we made them like super golden and you can't see any of the textures, we actually made them shiny. So they're literally what they're supposed to look like when they're shiny right here. And this is a rainbow. So the rainbows look super, super cool. They have shimmering rainbow effects, and then these have the shiny effects. I love the shinies and I love the rainbows, and I'm happy that we didn't change the entire pet. For some reason, this pet Pluffy is not showing up. Of course, we have issues right when I start recording, but you guys get the idea, okay? The game is coming out, and I think I'm at the point in the video where I can tell you the release date. The game will be coming out officially the 14th, Friday the 14th. So save the date. Today is Saturday the 1st, so it's going to be out 2 weeks from yesterday. So 2 weeks from yesterday, the game will actually be officially launched. Now, what time? I think it's going to launch with my video, so it'll come out around 8:15 a.m. EST, or 8 a.m. EST, I think it'll come out. So 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 14th, Friday. That's when the game will be officially launching. I'm pretty confident that we will have no delays. Worst case scenario, we have a week delay or something like that, but I'm pretty confident we won't because we have 2 weeks to finish. The game is literally done. I know I'm having like a weird issue with the eggs, but it's honestly like never happened before. So the game is basically done. Over here, we have some epic leaderboard pets. Now, we mixed our pets, our custom pets, with some Unity pets because there are cool pet packs you can buy that I haven't seen many games use. You might see some familiar pets that other games use, but they bought the pets too, so it's not like they made them and we stole them or anything. But here are the leaderboard pets for this first attempt. And basically, what we did was we changed the numbers a bit, okay? Clicker Sim does 1, 10, and 25. That's who gets pets, right? And that keeps them pretty limited, but it's also really hard to get, and I wanted more people to have a chance. So we wanted to keep rank 1 as the main pet. We also got rank 2 to 50 that gets this one, and 51 to 250. So we basically expanded on the typical 1, 10, and 25. And then Tapping Sim, we actually saw that they do like 10, 500, and 1,000 or something like that. And we wanted to make it a little more rare than that. So I think we have the best method of leaderboard giveouts, leaderboard rewards. I think we did a good job, and I'm happy that we have a bunch of leaderboard pets stacked up. You guys are going to see them. They're freaking sick. Look at this moving water, bro. We got moving water. It's glowing sometimes. That thing is sick. Over here, we have the leaderboards. Pretty nice. And you can see right here when they update, so you actually can see your score at the bottom, which I love. I hate when leaderboards don't, you're like, what's my score? You have to open up like the Roblox leaderboard on the side, and you're like, what am I doing here? And you have to check your rebirths and check all your stuff. It's all right here for us. And then leaderboards will update. You'll see exactly when it updates. There's a bar to show it, and it also shows what region you're playing in. So pretty cool. Over here, we have the Leaderboard Shrine for all the players. I'm rank 3 because, well, there's only 3 people in the game and they reset data, but you know, that's me dancing over there. And over here, we have the upgrades. There's a little upgrade section that some games don't have. I think Tapping did it. Some other games did it. We did it in Tapping Gods, and I don't think Clicker Sim did it. But basically, you can use gems to get some upgrades. So we can do like higher walk speed or max storage or more gems, and it'll show right here that you upgraded, and that will give you a little boost. So that's always nice. Over here, we have the Rebirth Shop. In the Rebirth Shop, you got some Rebirth pets like typical. These pets are going to be pretty good, and they're going to be in each area, so they're going to scale based on the area you're in. I don't think they're going to be like as OP as like the legendaries or anything, but they'll be pretty good, just like the other games. We can also buy more rebirth buttons right there, and we just got a nice satisfying approach to the UI and all the feel of the game. Here's the pet menu I haven't really detailed on. It's super, super clean. You can search for your pets right here, and you got all these different icons that are pretty obvious what they do. We got the auto delete on deck. We got the equip best. We got the locking. we got the renaming, we got the sorting. It's just, we got everything covered. So I think it's a really, really functional UI for pets. And over here, we got the index. This index is so freaking clean. First of all, look at that. We use the index from Pet Fighters. It looks sick. And we have signs all over the game to tell you what everything does and how to play. But look at this index. It's super, super clean. You hover over everything. You can actually see how many pets exist. And it shows you the type of like actual rarity it is. So the Pluffies, 33 normal exist, but then 5 shinies exist and 1 rainbow exists. In even Pet Sim, they don't decipher rainbow and golden or anything like that. No game does that. Every game that shows global doesn't really show you how many rainbow and differ on, you know, which type it is. So it's really cool that it does that, because you can see that 1 Ice King exists, but you wouldn't know if it's a rainbow or golden if we just said 1, but now you know it's a normal version. So I really like that. And here's all the pets that are in here for now. Pretty crazy stuff. And there's obviously a lot more where that came from, but you also get rewards as you do it. So it shows right here on the bottom, the pets discovered and the pets you hatch. Now over here, we're not done in this first area. You also have a potion shop, which basically just brings up the potion UI, but it's a nice little decor and you can use the rest of the shop from there. Now, here are the portals. Each portal is delicately handcrafted. Look at these locks. Color coordinated. It just came out so sick, and you can buy your way through by using taps. So I need 5 million to get through, and obviously that's going to take a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a code to actually like hack myself some taps real quick and show you guys. But I basically showcased the entire lobby. I want to quickly go off in cinematic mode. This is Shift P. Developers can use this, but just take a look at this map, bro. We got the crafting lab. We got the eggs right here. They look so fire. I literally love the way they came out. We got the leaderboard pets and the leaderboards, and it's insane how many iterations of this map we went through. Like, we had the builder make a map entirely, and then we had him remake everything. We made the lobby and all the areas, all the islands, and we remade them like 3 times to make it perfect. We checked other games, we studied other games, and we tried to make it as simple but functional and fun as possible. I'm serious, we went through a lot of iterations. I know it's just a clicking game, but it took a lot to go through. Look at that pet. That pet is sick. He's got the frozen mammoth, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some codes. So let's take a look at the codes. Let's go ahead and also I'm gonna hop in a voice chat with my dev real quick. Alrighty, so after hopping in with the dev real quick, I've determined that we don't know why that bug is happening, but we'll get to the bottom of it. The egg where the pets aren't showing up. But let me show you the hatching. It's so satisfying. I gave myself 100 million taps so that we could showcase the opening. It's so smooth, and there is the lightning pig. It's just a nice, clean animation with nice sounds, and it's satisfying, and the satisfaction goes up depending on the rarer pets you get, the confetti, everything, and there's epics in here too. There's the open 3. It's so clean, and I love the pets, and we just got an epic, which is pretty nice. Let's see if we can get that missing pet, the 10. We did. And now we got the zappy fish. So we got everything out of this egg. Now we can move on to the icy egg. Look at how clean these look. We got a bunch of ice caps. But you guys get the idea. The hatching is going to be super, super satisfying. I got the epic. There were issues we had with tapping gods. Basically, if you were in the game for a long time, the hatching and tapping would get laggy, and we've conquered those issues for this game. So the game is going to be all about just tapping and auto grinding and getting the rarest and best pets. And something that I haven't mentioned, a lot of people are probably wondering, I'm not trying to show off every single crevice of the game because I want you guys to discover some for yourself. But wait, while we're here, let's buy some more wings, because you got to see these other wings, bro. Bada bing, bada boom. What's cool is now I have the ice wings, but if you want to equip the other wings and still have 2 flaps, you can do that. So you can equip whichever wings you want and still have that many flaps. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know how like if you like the style of the starter wings better than like the candy wings, you'll still have the same amount of flaps, but you can equip that one just for aesthetics. Super, super cool. So we're gonna go over here and buy this new area, but I forgot to tell you that the game, yes, does have trading. There's actually trading in the game. I'm gonna send a trade to my dev real quick and see, hopefully he accepts it. There it is. So we got the trades. You can trade gems. You can also trade pets, and he's got an insane pet right there. I'm gonna go ahead and trade him this. That shows you the pet is enabled for trade. And I'm gonna put 100 gems just to show that, and I'm gonna hit ready. And now we're readied up. The trade will complete, and there we go. The trade happened. Now we still are waiting on a pop-up notification for when the trade goes through. But yeah. Oh, and there's my boost from the actual thing that I did, the spin wheel. That's what it was. But yeah, I got those new pets now that he traded me, and I didn't actually get them. So there's a bug there. Awkward. But trading is in the game on release, okay? Let's buy a portal and show you what the islands are looking like. So we buy the Robotic Island. Now we can teleport. Look at that. And here we are. This is the Robotic Island. So we tried to make these islands as cool, simple, and functional as possible. Right when you make it here, you can see the egg and you can see the wings right away. And here's the new wings, 60 million taps. We can buy those. We got the robotic wings now. We have 3 flaps, which is pretty sick. We can probably try to make it to that next zone. And over here, we have the evolutions, we have the Rebirth Shop, we have the shiny and rainbow machine, and we have the upgrades. So these will all change based on the area you're in, and they're gonna show all the Rebirth pets that you have like unlocked from your area. So here's the Robotic Egg. Let's go ahead and open that by 3. There we go. We got a little open. We got a helmet bot and future computer. And you might be thinking, are all the pets boxy? They are not. A lot of them are different shapes and sizes, and you'll see as you progress through the game. He's got a pogo cop. He got the super rare. That's a spinner rarity. That's insane. So he got one from the spinner. Here's my best pets right now, but he got one from the spinner, which is pretty sick. I like that. But you can go constantly to new areas. There's upgrades, there's shiny, there's rainbow, and there will be more in the future. If there's any ideas you guys have for this game, for future updates or things you want to see, definitely let me know, because I'm going to be constantly trying to perfect this game, and me and the devs are just working on making this game thrive for as long as possible. I know that the tapping genre has been in and out of Roblox constantly. There's a lot of different, opinions on it. It's lazy or it's amazing. I know that we like it here on the channel. I know you guys like it, and it's a fun type of grindy experience where you can unlock really cool pets and creatures, trade them with friends, become the best, get on the leaderboards, and it's all done by just tapping. So it's pretty sick. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well. Definitely like the video, subscribe if you're new, and seriously, check out the game when it comes out. Go to the description and favorite and follow the game. Join the group. All that stuff will help out immensely. Here's another example of an area. Just look at this, bro. The islands are so, like, they're perfect. They're small, but big. You know what I mean? Like, they're not like low effort. They're clearly effort went into this. Look, we got some sick pets over there, the Holy Angel, but clearly effort went into this. And we had different elevations, like this thing's this high, this thing's this high, that thing's over there, but it's not like too hard to get to. It's not too hard to travel to. It's not confusing. I just love the way it came out. And look at these wings. Insane. The spiritual wings. Super cool. That's going to be it. I pretty much showed you guys all that I can, and there's still more islands you haven't seen, more to explore when the game comes out, tons of pets to grind for, and leaderboards to conquer. I'll see you guys soon. I mean, I upload 2 videos a day, so I'll see you like really soon. But this game comes out very, very soon. Make sure you like, favorite, follow the game, support it as best as you can, and we'll make more, we'll update more, and this is just the first of many. I know that some of my previous games have had some weird releases, bugs on release. We didn't update too much. Just give me another chance. Play this game. You'll have a bunch of fun, and we'll update it for the foreseeable future, and more games will be on the horizon because we already have more ideas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.